So you have another adventure to tell us about.
Yes, this is when we was quite.
Hold on. Why don't you guys say who you are real quick?
I'm your mother. You don't know?
You don't remember?
I'm your Aunt Linda.
Thank you, Aunt Linda.
And I'm your Aunt Janet.
Thank you,
I'm
Mother.
your mother, Franny.
Oh, so you guys have names besides
Francis.
Mother, Aunt, and Aunt. Okay. So tell me the story.
And I'm your smart ass brother.
Okay. When we was little, we had like 2 or 3 different things we did all the time. One of the things that we did was we played Cowboys and Indians.
Linda didn't play that with us.
No. And I like to be a cowboy. I had dreams all the time of being Roy Rogers and being in fights and stuff. And we like to play dress up. Of course, we go to Janet's house, and her mother had all these furs and jewels, and she said they were real. And we ate it up.
You remember when my hair grew 7 inches a day?
Yes. Yeah. And she was the prettiest little thing. I mean, a little tiny thing and her long,
That was
beautiful
a
hair.
long time ago.
Yeah, and well, at that time we had these neighbors, Cinda and Cheryl Bascom lived next door, and you know how it is with girls. One day you're mad at that one group and you go play with the other group. Then the next day that group is mad at you, and so they play with your friend and you're left alone. We went through that all the time. And you remember? Don't you remember that?
So I do remember them. So when you didn't play with me, was you mad at me?
I guess we get mad and then make up. And it was like we'd stay all night with each other. Like it had to be every other night. You know, she'd stay with us.
Even on school nights?
Oh yeah.
And then we go down and stay all night with her. And then we go up there and stay, and we go stay all night.
Well,
with her.
actually, I'll tell you how long we've known each other. We crawled together as babies.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now is this because you guys live next door to each other, or what?
Yeah,
How'd that work out?
On Moore Street. Yeah, on Moore Street.
Yeah, but we lived the longest there on 4th Street.
On 4th Street, we lived
And
really long.
they lived on, she
Yeah.
lived on Judiciary.
We had this fantastic place where Dad had a sign shop down there. That house is still there on 4th and Judiciary Street.
What do you remember the address?
Oh yeah,
202 4th Street.
202 4th Street. It's a tan. I mean, it's beige right now.
Uh-huh.
Here's Tandy's grocery store here, and if you come out of the lot and go up that way up the street, that is right there on the corner, on the very corner. Still there.
202
We had
Moore
most
Street.
fun there. Dad made us a bunch of furniture to play with. You know, like table and chairs and a little hutch. But we also went down there and smoked and smoked. And then
Now, was all
down
3
there.
of you down there smoking?
Oh, not
yeah.
Linda.
We get our cigarettes. Yes,
Oh,
she
you
did.
That's right. I
She did
forgot.
too.
Oh,
And we picked our
Yeah.
cigarette butts up off the street.
of course you did.
We'd take Popeye.
But they found mom caught us smoking and broke the hairbrush on Linda, and so she couldn't speak. Thank you.
I heard that.
Best
story.
thing ever. So now, did I hear you say a minute ago, Aunt Janet had this long, beautiful hair, and
Yeah.
she was the tiny, pretty one?
Yes.
So which one were you, Mom?
Tomboy.
She was a tomboy.
A little bit of the instigator, sounds like.
Yeah.
A little bit.
She
And
was an Oakley Annie. Annie Oakley.
Okay.
Annie.
So you guys crawled together. You were toddlers together.
Yeah.
Well, we did live on Moore Street together.
Yeah.
And
Well, we was in school together too, in kindergarten all the way through, you know.
right. And then we lived in a house there.
Yeah.
The house is connected.
And we lived
You lived in the same house?
We lived in
Yes.
the same house, 2 different
It was
apartments.
2 different But apartments. you
Oh,
could
my
go
Lord.
across
right
upstairs.
beside the police station.
Well, that's a heck
Yeah.
of a thing.
You could go
And it was
across
across
the
the street.
There was a door up here.
It was
Upstairs.
It was across the street from where your dad lived. Right down there.
Yeah. He didn't know where his dad lived there.
Well, he probably heard it before. Didn't
No.
He? Well,
Where the police station is now
Where the what
in
is?
Aurora.
Yeah.
across the street
Your grandma
was
and
where
grandpa
your
lived
grandma and
across the
grandpa
street
lived.
from me.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so we could open the door upstairs and be within each other's bedrooms in seconds. The only thing is, I had two brothers, and Grandma, their mother, didn't want them coming to my house.
No, now, why is that?
So, but I don't think you ever had. You guys didn't have crushes on my brothers.
No.
They were just your brothers.
They were our brothers.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you, was you ever with us when we sleeping and stuff? Me and Linda wouldn't shut up, and Mom and Dad come in and whip us, and we keep laughing so hard.
Yeah. They didn't whip me though.
No, never. Somebody else is
But-
trying to talk. You got to tell a secret.
One time.
Did you get a tongue lashing now and again?
We stayed out a little too late, maybe to 9. And
At the fair or something? I wouldn't
yeah,
know.
and your dad came and got all 3 of us.
Oh,
not
you're
just-
talking about when we went to Devil's Den.
Yeah.
Talking. First time I ever walked in the place, and there he comes. I mean, it was a really, hang out for bad kids.
Mm-hmm.
We never did get to go. I never did get to go there. I wanted to all the time. First time ever. We sitting there, and there he comes.
Well, it's like the time I walked to I went to the show, and I walked in the bathroom, and I put some lipstick on, and I walked out of the bathroom and got smacked right across my mouth.
Who
Nope.
did that?
Dad.
I didn't know that.
Because you had lipstick.
Now, wasn't there a story behind makeup that I heard one time?
He didn't want us to wear makeup, and he I don't know what.
How was
he
the
was
strict
just
of a
checking
rule
up
was that?
on me.
Oh.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he did. He
That's
walked
something
in
I-
there.
And we would go to the show, and he'd check up on us.
Yeah, he did. I always sit up in the balcony with
Yeah.
Bonnie playback.
And you guys were at the show being angels.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was at the show one time, turn around to this guy, cheap guy, and buddy, he took his
Mike
foot,
Cheek?
I think,
At Creek?
I know, he took his foot and went right in my face.
What did you do?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I guess I was pestering him.
Well, when we used to ride the school bus when we lived up by the Dairy Queen,
Yeah.
some of them guys from up on the hill would pick on us if we got on the school bus.
Yeah, jerks.
So here's a question.
They used to, they didn't think we was as good as they was.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they
And-
would,
I thought a lot
Actually,
of
I've
dogs.
always heard the lower crust tastes just a little bit better than the upper crust, right?
There you go.
Right?
it was.
Of a pie.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. So the upper crust of the pie, or the
Does it
lower crust of the pie, tastes a
Tastes a
little
whole
bit
lot
better.
better than the upper crust of the
I
pie.
like it if it's done good.
So
I
so
like it.
so what would you have told your younger selves if you could go back?
Be smarter in school. Don't
Yeah.
be stupid.
Yeah.
Learn what I could learn.
I don't have to
Go
do
to college.
How about you can't go back?
Huh? No, you can't go back.
that. What?
But if I had to tell my young self, of course, I wouldn't know what beautiful kids I'd have later on. I would tell myself to have some brains, do something better with your life. Learn all you can in school. Yeah. What do I do?
What advice would you give your younger self, Linda?
You don't know what the heck.
If you did know, what would you say? What do you tell your daughter? You got a daughter. What do you tell your granddaughter?
Well, to just do the best she can. I think Shauna always did. I don't know about Shane. Shauna always did.
Shane,
Shane
did.
did.
Yes, he
job.
did.
He did. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Don't sit there and shake your head. No.
And Janet, what would you tell your younger self?
What would I
What
tell?
advice would you give yourself?
Do better in school. I'd do the same thing on that. Do better in school. And I think maybe I wouldn't have gotten married as young. And like I'm watching my grandchildren now, and they're going on trips and really living life. And as soon when we were close to 18, we were getting married, and
Yeah. I got married at 17.
Were you guys the
So
only
you
ones
didn't-
doing that, or was every single other young man and young
A
girl?
lot
back then a lot of people were getting
Yeah, a
married.
lot of them got
That was
married.
normal culture then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was
much.
pretty normal.
Yeah.
But late late 60s.
But her mom died. Her mom died
Yeah,
before
I
she.
mean, I don't
could
know if you ever knew about that.
graduate, too.
Mm.
was
Wasn't you about
very
16?
sad.
I was 16.
Yeah, she come lived with us for a while.
Mm.
I loved it, but it was really bad. I mean, really bad.
Yeah.
Really hard.
But because Jack, my brother, who took care of me, went to the service, so I was with them, and then my grandmother was insisting that I go there with her,
Yeah, we did.
which I'd have just soon stayed with them. So, but we did all go to the prom together.
Mm.
Would you
Sounds like there's a prom story here we need to hear
Yeah.
about.
go with Frank?
Yeah, we went with these real cute guys from Versailles, right?
Was that a no?
Which one did that?
You know, Bobby.
Was that the one you were dating?
That's the one. Bobby Dunsel. He always said.
Don't show them.
He always said, "Hey, wait." But you know, as I think back, he was really a handsome guy.
Yeah.
But it just he was a dork. You know, just not a dorky.
And Linda was dating
But he
him.
probably turned out to be a pretty fantastic person, probably.
Linda-
Oh, it's not very nice.
Linda's
Actually,
guy.
I'd only seen the guy. I mean, like one time he asked me to prom. Then, like the next time, he had an engagement ring for me. I thought, I don't think so. pretty quick.
Linda's guy became a preacher. His
Mm-hmm.
name was Earl.
He wasn't very nice. He wasn't very nice.
Really?
He's still a preacher out there.
Well, I think he's a
What do
real
you
nice
mean he
guy.
wasn't very nice?
He wasn't very nice because he was dating somebody else. Remember?
No, not Earl.
Yes, he did.
Did
Uh
he?
oh.
No. You're thinking of that. I know who it is that you're thinking of.
No. Earl
Remember?
did too. He asked you to marry him, didn't he?
Did Earl
What
ask
happened?
you to marry him?
Tell her what happened.
If you give her a chance, you might tell her.
I'll hold my ears if she don't want me to hear him.
Oh, I
Oh, that's a
forgot
long
about you
time
back
ago.
there in the corner.
Earl's still a preacher out in Versailles.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yes, he is. That's Church
And
Christ in Versailles.
I was dating a Frank, but I've not.
Thomas.
It was Earl's cousin.
Oh,
Yeah, and he played guitar and stuff and sang. Terrible singer. Awful singer you ever heard. He just sang and sang and sang. We thought, oh God.
yeah.
When's this ever gonna stop?
No. And we went to the prom, and people were just shocked that these three men even had a date, and it was us. I mean, we were like the dorks with them.
So you guys gave them pity dates then?
Yeah, oh well, let's go to the
We
prom.
don't know.
We was all pretty young.
Did we get our dresses at the Goodwill?
No. What the heck did I even wear?
Did you wear anything?
Yes. I think that I got a dress. It was white, and it had these little bitty purple flowers on it. Little bitty purple flowers on it. And then I probably had white heels, maybe.
Did they have Goodwill back then?
No.
It wasn't at the Goodwill.
Probably.
It was a new dress.
Mine wasn't. I had it.
Yes, but your mother had all kinds of furls and jewels and diamonds.
What's a pearl?
That's true.
Hey, what was
Oh, my mother's name was Pearl.
some of the best advice your parents ever gave you? Mom.
My parents
Yeah.
always taught me that always taught me not to fight. That I mean, that you're better just to walk away. You know.
So it was best to get spanked second with the hairbrush.
Yeah.
No, just it's not worth it to fight. I mean, and I never had a fight with anybody whole time I was growing up. Never fought with anyone.
Oh, I
ever.
remember some good advice.
What?
Don't wear red lipstick.
No, we didn't really.
To
really
chew
know.
your food. How many times?
Oh, that's
Sorry,
stupid
Tom.
advice. That's dumb advice.
Do
I
you guys
still do
remember
it.
that?
Who cares about that?
I've always
That's because
done
Dad
it.
had a little mouth.
Me too.
He did. He had.
What'd you get a
So
call?
she had to chew hers up a long time.
I did.
Aunt Linda, what was the
Now,
best
there's
advice
a lot
you got?
more advice than
Uh-huh.
that.
What kind of good advice do you remember? Or just some kind of lesson that was like, this thing really stuck with me?
Check your oil.
I would call her, not text her at 8:40 before you need a babysitter tomorrow, and you don't have that worked out. So she clearly forgot, but that's a 12.
I'm glad we're getting that on the video.
And not the